What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Volts Comics and More. I'm Alex, and today I am going to be talking about the new Black Panther movie. More accurately, I'm going to be talking about not pretty much the whole movie, so there's not going to be a whole lot of spoilers. There will be some spoilers. So if you guys haven't seen the movie yet, or if you don't mind spoilers, stay with me. I'll give you 1 minute to decide. Okay, actually, I'll give you a couple seconds to decide. But if you guys are still with me, then awesome. Let's continue. All right. So basically, my theory is the Soul Stone was actually in the Black Panther movie. I believe that when Thanos gets all the stones in the Infinity Gauntlet, then the Soul Stone will appear. And here's where I think that it's at in the Black Panther movie. If you guys saw it, when T'Challa is first, after he first completes the trial and basically proves himself worthy to be king, he goes through, he takes the heart-shaped herb that basically gives him the power to Black Panther. And he gets buried in the sand. Now, the thing that I thought was kind of odd about the sand is that it's not the same color as anything else in Wakanda. It could have just been the way I was seeing it, and it could have just been the lighting, but I think it was orange, which is actually also the same color as the Soul Stone. So I believe that the sand is the Soul Stone. In a sense. Bear with me. So basically, after T'Challa gets his heart-shaped herb, they bury him with this orange sand, and he goes to what they refer to as a form of the Astral Plane. So I don't think it's the same thing that's seen in like Doctor Strange or when Scott Lang went subatomic in Ant-Man. I don't think it's that way at all. I think it actually looks like the little pocket universe that the Soul Gem holds, because Killmonger goes through the exact same thing, but for him it's different. It's a different setting. He has a setting of his apartment that he grew up in with his father before he was abandoned to the United States, and that's his vision that he has, or well, that's the place that he goes to. Not really vision, but that's the place that he goes to when he's buried in the sand. And I honestly think that, in the comics, that's kind of how the Soul Gem works. Is it's different for everyone, I believe. Like everybody gets a different feel for the Soul Gem when their bodies are in it. And I also feel like the herb that is grown around the sand, maybe it's not grown like with the sand, as in like the sand's used as soil. I didn't really notice that very much, but I did notice that it is around the sand. And here's another thing that kind of makes me think about it is, you could say, well, T'Challa, if you guys saw the movie or not, or if you guys saw the movie, you could say, well, T'Challa was buried in the snow in the same way he was buried in sand. So are you saying snow has the same power? No, I'm saying that the heart-shaped herb that was grown around the sand has that same power. When T'Challa takes that heart-shaped herb, even when he's buried in the snow, he still goes to, he still has that, and he still goes to, I think it's the soul world, and they're saying that it's a different form of astral plane. That's how they're explaining it or describing it. I think it's the soul world. I could be 100% wrong on this. I'm not sure. It's just my theory. And again, if you guys have ever heard of the Thanos theory, it's the way Thanos is spelled, Thanos. The T stands for Tesseract. The A stands for Ether because it's spelled Either. The N stands for necklace. The O stands for orb, and the S stands for scepter. And the H, a lot of people are thinking it stands for Heimdall, especially after the events of Age of Ultron, where the Scarlet Witch showed Thor that vision of Asgard burning, and Heimdall's eyes were all white. And a lot of people think that, oh, he got the soul stone stuck out on him. I honestly think that that's kind of something a little bit separate. I really think that, I mean, yes, Heimdall can see into the souls of millions and billions of everyone, but that's how he's in the comics too. So I mean, they don't really need a stone to explain his power because that's just his power. And but yeah, I think that they can easily just give him that power. And as far as the H goes, I know sand does not start with an H, but you could call it, if you want to get really technical here, you can call it healing sand. Or even though I don't think that the power is coming from the heart-shaped plant, I think that it's coming from the sand that it's kind of mixing in with the plant, which kind of gives the plant that power. But you could say herb, So it depends on how technical you really want to get, and maybe they won't go with the whole Thanos theory, and then maybe they will just call it sand. But you could call it healing sand because it did kind of like heal him at the same time. Is what it looked like. So, but yeah, I really think that that the sand, when Thanos collects all the other Infinity Stones, all the other Infinity Gems, when he collects them, I think that the Soul Stone will come naturally. Like, okay, you have the Space Stone and the Tesseract. You have the Reality Stone and the Ether. And, I mean, the Power Stone, the Orb was just to hold the Power Stone so that, because if you saw the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, nobody could hold the stone with their bare hands. So, you could say Orb just because, it goes in with the whole Thanos thing. And then you got the Time Stone in with the Eye of Agamotto. They call it a necklace. I've never heard it called a necklace before in the comics. Like I don't think that Doctor Strange has ever referred to the Eye of Agamotto as just a necklace. But I mean, essentially that is what it is. But then you got the Mind Stone, which right now is in Division, but before that it was in Loki's Scepter. So that's how they got the S for Thanos and the Scepter. But yeah, I honestly think that H, instead of being Heimdall, I believe that H could be either A, if you want to get really technical, healing sand, or just herb, even though I don't think that the power, the soul gem is coming from the heart-shaped plants. But sorry, it's a little out of focus there. But anyway, also another thing that makes me think of it is that the Lego set for the Infinity War, in one of the Wakandan, there's like 3 Wakandan sets, I believe, and one of them, or maybe 2, I don't know, there's like 2 or 3 Wakandan sets, but anyway, in one of them, sorry about that. But anyway, in one of the Wakandan Lego sets, there's the Soul Stone. So, and we all know that Lego, Hasbro, anybody who's going to sell toy line for movies tends to kind of give you some spoilery type information. Hasbro's already released images for their toy lines for Infinity War, other than Lego sets, and one of them being Stormbreaker, Thor's new hammer. Which that in itself is a completely different story. Uh, Stormbreaker is actually there's a theory going around that they're kind of tying a couple of different hammers. Like Stormbreaker is actually the hammer for Beta Ray Bill, and really what Thor is what they're kind of trying to go for is more of a ultimate Thor's weapon. But I can do a video on that later if you guys want me to. But anyway, to get back to the Soul Stone, um, yeah, I believe once Thanos gets all of them into his Infinity Gauntlet, I believe that they're going to call the Soul Stone, and the sand is just going to kind of whip up, and right in the middle of it all is going to be the soul. It's going to form the Soul Stone, and as far as how the Soul Stone got to Wakanda, I believe it could have either gotten to it from the vibranium incident, the vibranium meteorite that crashed into the Earth, and it could have just been on there for whatever reason that they want to say, or it could have been there before the vibranium crash, and they just they knew about it all along because you see T'Challa and Everett Ross talking about how T'Challa's father T'Chaka had told Ross that, hey, Claw stole all of our vibranium. We don't got anything else. And here you have a whole mine full of vibranium, underground, and everything in Wakanda, as Claw says, is made out of vibranium. They weave it into their clothes, and so it could have just been another thing that they're keeping secret. They could just end up saying by the end of Infinity War, like, yeah, we knew the stand had power. We didn't really think it was an Infinity Gem. Or they could just say, yeah, it was an Infinity Gem. We just, weren't going to tell anyone because, we already told everyone about the vibranium, so we didn't think you can handle it all at once. I don't know. Again, speculation. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. Let me know if you guys think that it's a good speculation or if it's not. And if it's not, let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Where you guys think that the last Infinity Gem may be hiding at, and let me know what you guys thought about the Black Panther movie. Also, if you guys want me to do a bigger review about the Black Panther movie as a whole, not just my ideas on the Infinity Gem, let me know that as well. And I'm going to just kind of end this video on a very subtle note. As I said before, maybe spoilers in this video. I don't think I've given away too huge spoilers. After all, it has just been one day since the movie released, and I just saw it a couple days ago. Right, like a midnight release of it. So, but anyway, the last stay for both end credit scenes. Stay through all the end credits. There are 2 end credit scenes. And I'm just going to read you this little excerpt from the Marvel dictionary, or Marvel encyclopedia, that was made. It's not. I don't think it's the newest edition that was made, but this little excerpt reads. When his parents died in a plane crash in Wakanda in Africa, Hunter, a Caucasian, was adopted by Wakanda's king T'Chaka. Later, T'Chaka fathered an heir. T'Challa and Hunter lost his status as the king's favorite son, developing a jealous hatred for T'Challa. Hunter was made the leader of the Hittite Zuraz, also known as the Dogs of War, who served as the Wakandan secret police. But when T'Challa became king, he disbanded the Dogs of War, objecting to their brutality. Hunter and his men left Wakanda and became mercenaries. T'Challa and Hunter became enemies as the Black Panther and the White Wolf. So, his first appearance was Black Panther number 4, February 1999. And he, as far as special powers and abilities go, according to this, he is a formidable hand-to-hand combatant and master spy. His costume is made of vibranium microwave fabric, protecting him from physical impact. So, yeah, read or watch both end credit scenes. Pay very, very close attention. And if you guys already seen it and you know where I'm going with this, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys have any spoilery type comics, make sure to warn people about that before you post something, just in case, you know, people who haven't seen it yet don't accidentally read something that they don't want to read. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave you with that information about the White Wolf, kind of a little Loki Thor type thing that you could say. But anyway, that's all I'm going to say about it. And I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, let me know in the comments below what you think about the movie in general, and also what do you think about my idea about the Soul Stone. And you know, if you guys like this video, please, it would help me out a lot if you would subscribe to my channel. And also, if you like the video, share it with other people, Twitter, Facebook, anything. And also, hit the bell to get notifications when I put out new videos, so that you guys don't miss anything. And let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see more of, what you don't want to see more of, and stuff like that. So, alright, you guys have a great day. Enjoy the Black Panther movie. And as a whole movie, it is very good. I enjoyed it a lot, and I hope you guys do too. See ya.